There's something kind of magical about sharing your bed with a cat, the way they stretch out beside you, the soft sound of their purring in the quiet of the night, that little warm body nestled into the crook of your knees or pressed right up against your chest. But here's the thing, when a cat chooses to sleep in your bed, it's not just a coincidence or some random decision made on a whim. Oh no, it's far more meaningful than that. See, cats aren't just climbing into your bed because it's soft or warm, although those are definitely bonuses. They're trying to tell you something, sometimes several things, and the more you pay attention to their habits, the more you'll realize they're sending clear messages through these nightly cuddles. For starters, cats are big on territory. They might be small, but their sense of ownership is gigantic. And your bed, that's prime real estate. It's not just a soft surface to them, it's a space filled with your scent, your energy, and your presence. And that makes it incredibly valuable in a cat's world. When they curl up beside you or sprawl out like royalty, what they're really saying is, this is mine now. Those rhythmic little paw presses into the blanket, that's them marking the territory with scent glands in their paws. It might look like they're just needing to get comfy, but what they're really doing is laying claim to what they see as their space. Your space has become their space, and they're completely content with that arrangement. But there's another layer to it. Yes, they're claiming the bed, but in doing so, they're also claiming you. In the animal kingdom, sharing a sleeping space is a huge sign of trust and connection. So when your cat chooses to sleep beside you, it's their way of saying, I feel safe with you. They're not just being territorial, they're being loyal. They're showing you that you're part of their inner circle, and that's a big deal for a creature as naturally independent and cautious as a cat. It's not always easy to earn that kind of trust. Cats don't just give it away. It takes time, patience, and consistency. Every night they curl up beside you is a silent thank you for making them feel secure in a world that at times can be unpredictable. They might not jump into your arms the moment you walk through the door, but when they choose your pillow over their own bed, they're speaking from the heart. They're saying, so this is where I feel most at peace. Even the little things matter, like when they wait for you to brush your teeth before hopping into bed, or the way they guard the foot of the bed like it's their job. Maybe they choose to sleep facing the door, keeping watch. Maybe they curl up behind your knees in a spot that keeps them close but out of the way. Every choice is intentional, every position holds meaning, and while they may move around throughout the night, circling, shifting, stretching, it's all part of how they settle into your shared space. A space they no longer see as yours alone, but as something mutual, a safe zone, a comfort zone, a love zone. Over time, you'll start to realize just how much their nighttime behavior mirrors their trust in you. If they didn't feel safe, they wouldn't be there. If they didn't love you, they wouldn't stay. So even on nights when they leave hair all over your sheets or hog more of the bed than seems physically possible for a creature their size, just know it's not a nuisance. It's affection in its purest form. Because when a cat gives you their sleep, they're giving you something sacred. Not just rest, but vulnerability. Not just presence, but partnership. And whether they stretch out like a king or curl into a little fur ball by your side, their message is loud and clear. This is more than comfort. This is home with you. What's especially interesting is that sleeping with you often becomes a full-on ritual for them. Pay attention to the evening routine. As the day winds down, maybe you'll notice your cat trailing behind you, slipping into the bedroom just as you do, hopping onto the bed like they've been waiting for this moment all day. They might even give you a soft meow, a gentle nudge, or just settle in without a sound, but every action has purpose. They're not just following for fun, they're part of the routine now, and they love it. Now, think about what it really means for a cat to relax next to someone. In the wild, sleep is the most vulnerable state an animal can be in. That's when they're least alert, least able to defend themselves. So instinctively, cats stay hyper aware even when resting. But when they're with someone they truly trust, that vigilance eases up. If your cat is curled up beside you, dozing off completely, That's them letting their guard down in the deepest way possible. If they sleep with their back to you, that's even more telling. That means they feel safe enough to turn away and still trust that they're protected. And speaking of curling up, let's talk about the warmth factor. It's no secret that cats love warmth. Whether it's a sunbeam on the carpet, the top of a radiator, or the cozy pile of fresh laundry, if it's warm, a cat will find it. So naturally, your bed, especially when you're in it, is like a magnet. With a body temperature a little higher than ours, they're always chasing heat. And nothing says warmth quite like your legs under a blanket or the crook of your arm, but there's more to it than just chasing heat. That warmth they seek, it's not just physical, it's emotional too. When they curl into your side, it's not only to soak up body heat, it's to absorb that sense of safety they've come to associate with you. They want to be close to your heartbeat, your breathing, the steady rhythm of your presence. It calms them more than you know. Even in the summer, when the weather's warmer and they don't have to snuggle for heat, many still choose to be right beside you. That tells you everything. It's not just about staying toasty, it's about staying connected. Your presence is the comfort zone and the warmth is just a bonus. Cats are clever. They know where to go for the coziest spots in the house. But when push comes to shove, the warmth of their human always wins. Even when they drift off at the foot of the bed or wedge themselves between your knees, they're strategically picking the spots that keep them near your energy. You're like a living, breathing heating pad, but better, because you also offer companionship. Watch how they stretch just enough to stay in contact. Maybe just one paw touches you, or their tail rests lightly across your foot. That contact, combined with your warmth, creates the perfect environment for a restful sleep. It's not just comfort, it's contentment. There's also something deeply instinctual about it. In the wild, warmth meant survival. Curling up with litter mates was how kittens stayed alive in colder nights. That instinct doesn't just disappear with domestication. They may be sleeping in a plush apartment now, but those ancient habits remain hardwired, and when they curl into you, they're tapping into that primal memory of shared heat and safety. Some cats even burrow under the covers, wrapping themselves in a blanket cocoon. It might look dramatic, but it's the ultimate compliment. They're saying they feel safe enough to fully immerse themselves in that shared space. And let's face it, few things are more adorable than a little cat head poking out from beneath the covers, blinking sleepily in the dark. So the next time you feel that warm little body press up against you, know this: it's not just about temperature, it's about the trust that comes with that closeness, the comfort, the unspoken connection. You're more than just a source of heat, you're a source of peace. But don't mistake this for just a physical thing. Sure, they're keeping warm, but they're also keeping close. That need for warmth is tied to their social instincts too. In the wild, cats would sleep in groups to share body heat and protection. Domestic cats, while more independent, still carry those instincts. So when they snuggle up to you, they're not just getting cozy, they're seeking that same sense of community. You're their family now, and curling up beside you is their version of sleeping in the safety of the pride. And for the cats who aren't always big cuddlers during the day, nighttime can be their moment to really show affection. And cats have this funny way of keeping their emotions low-key. They're not always in your face with love, the way dogs might be, but that doesn't mean they aren't affectionate. They just show it in subtler ways. A soft paw resting on your hand, a gentle press of their head into your shoulder, that steady, soothing purr. These little gestures might seem small, but in cat language, they're declarations of love. And then there's the exploring. Cats are born curious. Everything is an opportunity to investigate, analyze, and learn. So sometimes sleeping next to you is part of their exploratory behavior. They're not just trying to be close, they're figuring things out. That strange new pillow, they want to test it. The sound of your breathing, they're listening. Your heartbeat, it's comforting. They're mapping their environment constantly, even while they rest. And your bed, with its mixture of familiarity and unpredictability, is the perfect place to do that. But there's also something else at play. Attention. Cats are masters at getting it. And if they feel like they didn't get enough from you during the day, bedtime is the perfect time to demand it. By stretching out on your legs, flopping down across your chest, or even just occupying that one spot you were just about to roll over to, they're ensuring you don't forget about them. It's a tactic, yes, but it's also kind of endearing. It means they crave connection and they figured out that nighttime is the best time to make it happen. And here's the thing, cats might have a reputation for being aloof, but that couldn't be further from the truth. The bond they form with their humans is deep and genuine when they choose to sleep beside you, especially when there are countless other places they could go. It means something. It means they feel safe. It means they feel loved. And it means they love you right back. They might not say it out loud, but their presence speaks volumes. Every night spent curled up together strengthens that bond a little more. It becomes part of their emotional routine just as much as it becomes part of yours. And even if they change sleeping spots now and then, cats do love variety. The fact that they come back to your bed again and again shows just how meaningful it is to them. There's a kind of quiet, unspoken communication happening every night when your cat climbs into bed beside you. It's in the way they stretch out, the way they blink slowly, the way they tuck themselves into your side like they were always meant to be there. These aren't just habits. They're expressions of comfort, trust, and deep emotional connection. So the next time you feel that gentle weight at the foot of your bed or hear the faint sound of purring in the darkness, remember, it's not just about warmth or territory or curiosity. It's about trust. It's about affection. It's about belonging. Your cat isn't just sleeping with you. They're choosing you night after night. Without saying a word, they're telling you, this is home. If this helped you understand your furry companion just a little better, don't forget to hit that like button and share this with other cat lovers who might be wondering the same thing. And for more deep dives into cat behavior, fun facts, and tips on living your best life with your feline friend, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. See you in the next one.